dramatic shakeup, the Trump administration has torched a 30-year-old trade agreement that slapped a 17% tariff on fresh tomatoes from Mexico.
The U.S. government announcing a new 17% tariff on most fresh Mexican tomatoes.
A new policy kicks in today, making way for a 21% price hike on tomato import.
At dawn, the border should hum with activity. Trucks rumbling, workers barking orders, crates brimming with the yield of entire communities. Instead, engines sit silent, gates stay locked, and food meant for millions rots in the sun. Farmers, who once tracked their lives by planting cycles, now count their losses, watching their futures erode field by field. If nothing changes, we could lose a quarter or more of the farmers in this country. Action is urgent. And the problem isn't just here. Canada has pulled back. Mexico has stepped up, turning a trade spat into a threat to the pulse of rural America. Towns tied to the soil are sinking, one missed shipment at a time. If one crop can spark this kind of collapse, what happens when others follow? How deep will the damage spread? Let's dig in. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency issued its ruling in the dry prose of bureaucracy, citing pesticide traces and ongoing quality issues. On the surface, it seemed like a routine call, the kind buried in government memos that rarely makes waves. But beneath the jargon lay a calculated move. This wasn't just about safety standards, it was a deliberate shift in North America's agricultural power. A market overhaul that left U.S. farmers reeling. Within 48 hours of the ban, border crossings became trade cemeteries. Nearly 150 truckloads of California tomatoes were halted at the Peace Bridge, their cargo barred. Another 89 shipments languished at the Ambassador Bridge, refrigeration units droning as produce lost value by the hour. Those weren't just numbers. They carried the weight of $340 million in annual exports. That revenue sustained 2,400 American farming families, funding mortgages, schools, clinics, and the delicate economies of rural towns. Overnight, that lifeline was cut. The timing made it sting worse. Just weeks before closing the border, Canada inked $180 million deals with greenhouse growers in British Columbia and Ontario. New, fully funded facilities were rushed to replace the exact volume of tomatoes once sourced from California. The signal was unmistakable. Canada no longer needed American crops. Tom Richardson, a Fresno farmer with 3 decades in the fields, put it plainly. The issue wasn't tomato quality. Canada had already lined up its substitute. That was the first domino in a broader isolation of U.S. agriculture. As California farmers grappled with Canada's exit, the scene 2,000 miles south shifted with stunning speed. Mexico didn't just wait. It pounced, filling the void and boosting its global standing. What followed wasn't a simple expansion, but a $12 billion investment surge, led by European agricultural giants focused on efficiency and long-term alliances. Regions like Sinaloa, Sonora, and Baja California morphed into production powerhouses almost overnight. Over $7 billion fueled cutting-edge greenhouses and hydroponic systems using 40% less water than traditional U.S. farms. Another $3 billion upgraded transport, ports, highways, and storage built for seamless global delivery. The rest funded what American agriculture has been losing: people. Universities, training centers, and research hubs sprang up across Mexico, creating a skilled workforce and a pipeline of innovation to sharpen its edge for decades. The speed of Mexico's transformation shocked observers. Agricultural overhauls typically take years, but Mexico built on existing foundations. Within 8 months, premium Mexican tomatoes hit European shelves, undercutting U.S. prices by nearly 25%. Maria Elena Vasquez, an agricultural economist at the University of Guadalajara, called it a masterstroke. As the U.S. lost trust with foreign buyers, Mexico stepped in as a reliable, cost-effective alternative. European importers, fed up with American delays and inconsistencies, switched without blinking. The shift exposed how shaky America's grip on global markets had become.